Now let's see what we got. Is that all right, let's see. You back in. Let me know if it's choppy still or if it's working. All right, let's see. You back in. Let me know if it's choppy still or if it's working now. All right, we cool? Is it frozen on y'all end? Let me see. It seems like TikTok is tripping. Am I frozen or can y'all see me? Is it flowing okay? One, if it's flowing okay. Two, if it's frozen. Am I frozen or can y'all see me? Is it flowing okay? One, if it's flowing okay. Two, if it's frozen. Looks like it's freezing. Okay, I think we might be straight. I think we might be straight. Okay. Okay. So let me see if I can invite him in. All right. Send him an invite. So, like I was saying, people, so this show is what we call network and build. And what we try to do, we try to take anybody that's got their own little small businesses or whatever, and give them a chance to come up and promote their company, business, product, stuff like that. It's our company, business, product, stuff like that. It's our way of helping each other because we're big on help. We're big on being a community that I guess is I would say it's a little different from a lot of other platforms or shows here on TikTok. We want to help because it's free to help. It's free to help. So that's what we want to do. Now, the only way we get better is if we reach back, you know, and expect the same from them, or hopefully we get the same in return from them. So that's what we're going to do. I sent our guests, I sent our guests a same return from them. So that's what we're going to do. I sent our guests, I sent our guests a invite. We were supposed to start at 10, so I'll give him to about. I'll give him about another 10 minutes or so to see what's going on. If not, if he doesn't make it in, I'm sure life happens. So I'm not tripping on that at all. But I mean, if he doesn't make it in, then we can go ahead and go to what we were going to have. Like we would pretend as if it's a regular show. We'll just go on with it like that. you know. But in the meantime and in between time, I want to remind you all to, if you have a moment, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to Tayretta Vision Films. Tayretta is spelled Tayretta. Tayretta Vision Films. Uh, Go over, subscribe. We have our fourth episode of the web series called Dope Girls. I'm wearing the shirt. That's how you know we have an episode coming on the particular night. If you see me wearing this shirt, that means later on tonight we got an episode dropping. But we have episode 4 airing tonight. So if you haven't had the opportunity of watching episodes 1 through 3, by all means, I strongly encourage you, go ahead, go over to YouTube, subscribe to Tayretta Vision, watch episode 1, 2, and 3. And then that way, when episode 4 drops tonight at 8 p.m., you're already in the loop of what's going on, how we got to that point. And hopefully you become a fan and you tune in whenever we drop new episodes. While you're over there, last year we did it's kind of a show, but it's not. What we done was we just pretty much put shows together on different days and we just went around our city. And it's called Marietta City Limits. Marietta City Limits. Marietta comes from Marietta. Our hometown is Marietta, Georgia. So Marietta City Limits. And we just chronicle different events that's going on in our city and us hanging out, stuff like that. So you can check that out as well. Okay, Be the Light. He's in here. He's in here. Okay, I sent you an invite, brother. I don't know if you got it or not. Hey, good morning, just saying. Let's see. Might have to do it this way. There we go. There he is.
Oh, let me turn my camera on real quick. All
Okay.
right, here it is.
There he is. There he is. How's it going, brother?
All right, it's going good. I'm blessed, man. Very blessed.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see how I can make your screen bigger.
make it bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I want people to be able to see see you, but I don't. It don't give me a. Let me see. No. Okay, I don't know how to work this thing, but we got you. We got you. We can see
You
you. We can
got
see
you got me. You got me.
you. That's the main thing. We're gonna keep the main thing. The
Yeah.
main thing.
Yeah.
First of all, let me introduce you real quick to the chat. So this is my man's Be the Light. I'm gonna tell you all. Look, I've been into his shows and I love this brother, man. It's like he is the epitome of what hashtag I'm gonna say it is about. You know, he gets to the
I
point.
I tell it
You're
like
about
it
helping
is.
people. Yeah, you tell it like it is. You're about helping people, but you don't sugarcoat it neither. He don't sugarcoat it
No.
neither. And I'm gonna tell you what else I like about you, brother. When you're giving that work, it's like it's precise. Like your words, it's on point. You don't come out of character. You don't come out of pocket or nothing like that. You don't have to. Your
Hmm.
words are that astounding, and I love that
Yeah.
about you.
What you
All
see is
right.
what you get. The way I am on
Yes.
the way I am on TikTok, Instagram, wherever is the way that I am in real life. So it's you know that's just how it is. But I worked
I love
in
it.
my past talking about how my past and stuff. I worked as a social worker, as a caregiver, case manager, and so now I'm doing life coaching as well, putting up that business as well, and which also involves with in my TikTok shop. So we're talking about business in my TikTok shop. But my philosophy is basically is that I work first my spiritual health, number one, number two, my mental health, number three, my emotional health, my physical health, and then my financial health. And all that has to do with it because if you can't pay your bills, you got to think about how it is or what you want to do. Or if you're not functioning on your purpose or your destiny or your dream, especially a vision, take a vision and write it down on a tablet and make it plain and simple. That's what Habakkuk says in the word. And and for me, it's all about this is what I like about you too. Is it's the spiritual aspect. It's about the word. It's about you know how what God says, and He's the one He directs. He's the one that directs my path, and He directed
Absolutely.
my path 4 years ago onto TikTok, and
Hmm.
and so I used TikTok and started it and tried to build. And when I seen that people can monetize, I was like, oh, okay. We had that what was called that disease a couple years ago,
Right.
which had people
Right.
be stuck in the house. Okay, got a little bored, got stuck in the house, went on TikTok, wasn't working, wasn't doing anything, but decided, you know what? Talking, I mean, not just, but doing just meaningless chats on TikTok, that's not me. Going through it, doing all this, I was like, that's not me. But I was like, what is me? What is my niche? I'm still trying to find my niche, but want to be myself and do myself and be like, yeah, this is it right here. This is what this is what I want to do.
Genuine.
I want to build it up. I want to build it up. Still building it up. I've gone through trials where I built it up my TikTok business, and then made bad decisions, went down, but now working on it again to try to build it back up again. So
Mhm.
as well. But what I do is I first start off. If anybody wants to start off learning how to do TikTok shop or promote their business, you have to get 5,000 followers. So to do that, but I tell people find something that's you. If you're a doctor, don't sell auto mechanic stuff. You know,
Yeah, make it make sense, right?
sell stuff that you're passionate about. And people are like, well, I don't know. Sell simple stuff. What about everyday use that things that people use? There's products, everyday products that people use, such as kitchen utensils, like this. This is available on my TikTok, such as kitchen utensils, like this. This is available on my TikTok shop. One set, it's still in the box, but it's a 3-in-1 set kitchen utensil. You know, great for bachelors, people that are just moving into their first apartment. You know, instead of having a whole bunch of spatulas because it makes a lot of room, you get one that uses a spoon where it goes like this. You can use it as a frying pan, and it doesn't scratch a non-stick pan whatsoever. So I mean, just something simple like that. Everyday product. Everybody uses it. You could sell it at a restaurant. Be like, hey, hey, try this right here, because it's got this little button thing that you can't see it, but you put it down, it doesn't touch the surface. And I do that too sometimes because I be like cooking, and then somebody wants to ring the doorbell. I don't want to put it on the table because that's cross contamination
Right.
when it touches the
Right.
table. But this doesn't touch the table, so no cross contamination to do it.
That is neat.
Yeah. And I was like, well, there's grooming stuff. Everybody grooms. I got this tallow right here available on my TikTok shop. You just put it on. It's holistics. I'm into holistics too as well.
Mhm.
You just put that on. Boom. Great.
No,
No need to use for the Vaseline. And by the way, when you get products, the more products you sell, the more people want to come and collab with you, because that's how you start off. That's how I started off. I start off with one product, did good for a month or two, sold one or two of those products. It's a small thing. You're not, of course, going to make a living starting off, doing a TikTok shop, full
right.
time. But it's a part time gig. It's a part time hustle. It's a part
Let me
time.
ask you this, Be the Light.
Yeah.
If it, so for them, how would you suggest they get? Because you mentioned earlier, in order to do that, they got to have at least 5,000 followers. Correct?
Hmm.
How
Yes.
would you? What advice would you give them in order to reach 5,000 followers?
How I did it. I started off, of course, family, friends. Started going into groups. Got family. Of course, your family and friends and everybody else, and you go into lives. Talk, introduce yourself, introduce, hey, what you're about. Find something, what I mean by that is like when I post a video, I use the same niche, health. Why? Because I don't want the algorithm to control me. I control my algorithm.
Makes sense.
So I write it down in every single video because I do a TikTok shop, because I do life coaching, because I'm so multifaceted. And so when you find something like a nurse, health, even being a physical nurse or a doctor is still mental health, because you're physical. Even being a physical nurse or a doctor is still mental health, because you're physical. Even somebody who sells makeup, if there's a lot of people, a lot of women that do lives, and they get on and they're just like, this is the makeup that I use. And some people are so good, or the products can be so good. You create a
Hmm.
video. When you go live, you don't even have to talk about the product.
Hmm.
You just put it down, and while you're on live, you just use the product. And somebody's asked, "What's that?" Oh, this is right here. This towel. This is available on my TikTok shop. Just go right down here, and you can check it out. They click the button. The button already tells you everything about here, what's the ingredients, what's on there. Da, 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 da. Of course, you have to know that because if they ask, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is the ingredient. I use it every day." Of course, I want to know what I use every day. I'm going to know about
Right, right.
it.
And that's true. That's true. Now, okay, so let's say they got the 5,000 followers. How do they get into the program to where, because I know sometimes I've seen where they send people free stuff just, and then,
You
they
get
make the videos
samples.
for it.
You can get samples, yes.
Yeah, how
And,
do they do that?
the sample request goes about to what your algorithm is. So when I first got my sample requests, because I was doing cooking, my first was cooking shows, and it was the health, how to do holistic cooking and stuff like that. Because everybody was all doing just basic cooking, but I was like, I'm into holistics and I'm into cooking, so I'll just put cooking and holistics together
Mhm.
and make that. How to do healthy meals, what's things to diet and stuff like that. So the first company that came to me was a company to sell protein powder.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, okay. And they asked me, they say, hey, this is my protein powder, Snap protein powder company right here. And I'm just like, oh, perfect. Because I juice
Mhm.
pineapple juice, watermelon juice, any kind of juice, blueberry, blackberry juice that I make. And I just blend it up, put it in a cup, and then drink it right on live. And be like, yeah, this is the juice that I made, from this product here. And then the next, be like, what's it called? NutriBullet.
Mhm.
Not only do I use this whey protein powder, but I use this NutriBullet too as well. That's involved in my TikTok shop as well. So eventually,
Ah,
everything in your household is all products from the TikTok shop. And
that's
when
neat.
and here's the kicker: when you get like pots, pans, every single products
He
that you
does.
use all the time. Now, if you use these products all the time, you've been using these products. You go to the store, you buy these products.
Oh,
Now you don't have to buy these products. You get these samples. It saves you money from buying products. Plus, any type of business, you're going to have an overhead. You don't have to worry about the overhead. TikTok already deals, they just click the button, send you the money. You get the money, boom, when it already sets up on your PayPal account.
right.
So, and it comes in every single, well, 2 weeks. And it counts it, and then the next 2 weeks, they process it in and it puts it in your card. You don't have to worry about being cashier, cash register, overhead, overpay, anything like that. They already do my tax form. I just fill out the tax form, boom, print it out, boom, fax it. Here's a piece of paper, send it to my accountant. I don't have to deal. It's like, okay, I don't have to deal with it. Sign a piece of paper. TikTok deals with it. The accountant deals with it. It's not something that I don't even know how to do taxes.
He
If
said it's
you
not.
get anybody, and I'm not a smart individual, I'm not,
Me neither.
not like, a Harvard business graduate,
Me either, brother. Don't feel bad.
yeah, I'm not a smart individual, but I
Right.
knew how to hustle and I know how to, and the thing is that I use these products. And when you believe in the products and you use the products and you talk about what it's about, you have to believe in the products. So even if you get a free sample, I gotten a free sample of a product and it's like, they wish me something like this, but I really didn't like it that much. It wasn't for me. So I made one video, but that's it. I won't make another video or promote it so much on my live. But yeah, thank you for the free sample. I'll use another product because I want to use something. If I'm not going to use it, I don't want everybody else to use it either. If I don't
Exactly.
believe in it, if it didn't work for me, if this product says it's going to take care of acne, but it didn't work for me, and then you go and buy it and you said, well, you said this is going to take care of my acne on my face, and it didn't. Well, what does that make me look? Like a
Exactly.
liar.
That's gonna hurt
So
your
I
business
don't.
going forward.
Yeah, and then of course you want repeat customers too. That's the thing. You develop a residual with a repeat customers. So it's just like when you do a live. You have repeat people who gift you. You have people who come in, they don't gift you, they don't like I don't know what they come in for if they don't give you a heart meet and tap the screen,
But they're
right?
here. Yeah.
Give them a heart meet and tap the screen. you know?
Right.
But yes. So you have residual people who gift you. So you're expecting, when I do this live, I'll make $15 in gifts, right? You know. So you know, it's like, okay, this is so the same thing in the shop. You want to build a family. I call it a family.
Right.
Residual people, community of people that, okay, use, and not only, and see, here's the thing. Not only do I get people to want to buy from my TikTok shop, if I have another friend and he has another product, like I'm not an auto mechanic, but I have a friend who's an auto mechanic. I don't have auto mechanic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say, I can reference to my friend and say, yeah, when I had car problems and I needed, some oil from the TikTok shop and deliver it to my house, package and all this other stuff, or shine or a window, different auto mechanics. They have fix a flat here too on the TikTok shop. So it's like, oh, I can buy product from him, and it goes and the reason why I go and buy like a fix a flat for him if my car gets into a flat or something like that is because he uses my product, and then he comes in my room and gives me a heart, me and taps the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh,
Hey, Jenny.
that money goes back. So the money that you spend, it comes back because that person, they spend that money. So it's like, they're playing that Monopoly game. Okay, you use my board, I'll use your board too.
Right.
So building a whole community up. So I have these. This is the products that I have to offer. This is the products you have to offer. Blah blah blah. This is the products. This somebody else has to offer. This is the products. You know, uh, whatever. And there's stuff like and there's stuff for men to you like I use this coconut milk.
Mm-hmm.
Great for anybody. African American can use it, a white person can use it, an person can use it because coconut oil is good for our hair.
That's
It's
true.
great
That
for
is
us.
true.
It's good. That's why, and I was like, man, I want a product that everybody can use because there's hair products that I use that's not that everybody can't use. Activated, anything
You
like
wouldn't
that.
recommend them, huh?
Yeah, everybody can't use, but everybody can use coconut oil,
Yeah.
which is good for anybody and everybody's hair. All 8 billion people. There's nobody, or like this. I use this foot fungus thing right here. Or when you go out, get a mosquito spray. Everybody has problems with mosquitoes.
Yes. Yes. That's universal. Correct.
Another thing, hand sanitizer. Everybody's business needs a hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer was popular when that disease came out. So everybody's like,
Keep it on
I'm
you.
doing it live and I'm talking and I'm just like, here you go. Boom. It works itself. Where'd you get that at? Oh, it's a hand sanitizer. It works. You use all these regular, all these other hand sanitizers that have alcohol in it. It gets stuck and it dries your skin. This doesn't dry your skin. It moisturizes it because it has aloe vera in
Man, look how y'all. Hey, go to his page and buy that. That sounds good already.
it. And see,
Look.
and not only do the products that I sell, and because I do books too.
Mhm.
This right here is you don't believe everything you think. Promoting books.
Mm.
I promote the narcissistic playbook because I talk about narcissistic abuse, which also has to do with now when you're on your healing journey. I just don't want to talk about narcissism all the time, but hey, think positive. Don't think negative. You change your thinking, your stinking thinking. Uh, Working on everybody has a problem, with relationships. The inner works of your relationship. Here, this will help you work on your relationship. And this is a book. This is one book that you don't pick up and read yourself.
Mhm.
You have to go through this book and do it with your partner. Your partner and you have to work on this book. And it's like,
Mm.
okay, read this. You need to tell me about this. Now, what does this do? It causes people who may have a breakdown in communication. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're going to start communicating because this is how I feel. This is what I went through when I was a little kid. I did this, this happened to me. This incident, maybe this triggered me. This didn't trigger me. Oh, okay. Now I have more of an understanding of you. Oh, you mean this? You mean with your girlfriend or wife. Oh, you mean your father did, you had problems with this or hangups with your father about that or that. And then you put, on, just simple something little on me. Oh, well, here you go. Here's a book that you can work together, two people book, and it's not just even for couples. It can be for business or for having, mentorship. You have a problem with this, a problem with that. Hey, let's work on your inner self. Let's develop, you know, healing your inner wounds, your childhood wounds. And then this one right here, my favorite, also because it's about God. The
Mm,
year in Bible, 52 weeks in the Bible. It
mm.
has pictures on it. It gives you the Old and the New Testament, and you work every single day. There's one scripture that you can work on every single day. You know,
Love that.
Psalms, Timothy, Numbers, First Chronicles, Proverbs, Daniel, John. Boom. This you can develop yourself. First thing in the morning, your spiritual health.
Wow.
Develop yourself. Like, okay. And then it gives you the synopsis, and then it gives you the briefing of through the week. Read Psalms 96 through 98 through the week. And this is what I like about this is because a lot of other books like this deals with one day, and then it deals with another issue the next day. This one, I like it because you deal with, say, the 33 weeks, and you're dealing, and you want to know about the joy of worship, anything about worship. You deal with that the whole week. You think about it the whole week. So this really gets into your spirit, man, gets into your soul, feeds your spirit, so you're like, now I'm not just thinking about it one day, I'm thinking about this whole week.
Right. And then makes you want to
Yeah.
get back to it.
Makes you want to get back to it. And it's great for like a woman's Bible study. Because when you have a Bible study, you're like, okay. And then it comes back here, right through here on the next page, ask questions and reflect. And it gives you a whole script. Like if you never did a woman's Bible study or a Bible study on your own, it's like, I never done a Bible study. How do I do that? But I feel like I'm called to do a Bible study, have tea and crumpets and people come over and talk and, and just, talk about the Lord and, have an hour or two where we just, talk about the Lord and Bible study. Well, here you go. It gives you the reflections and the questions. And then you ask the group, hey, this is the reflections and questions. And let's think about this reflections and questions for the next week, for next week's Bible study. So when you come in, you're like, here's the reflections. Now, hey, what do you think about, do you sense God calling you in a particular direction? Have you experienced any obstacles in your attempt to follow God's calling in your life? Boom. And they come in next week. Well, let me answer that question because you had the whole week to think about it. And then you had the scriptures and everything else and the meditation to come with it
That's
through the whole
deep.
week. So it's like homework. Okay, come in with your come in with your homework. You got it. Yeah, I don't know. And children and anybody and children can use it because children are like, oh, these cool pictures, flowers, and all this other stuff.
Hmm.
So they're like, yeah, and get into it. And it writes, and it's in a simple, it's in a simple form. Something like that. Perfect. You know,
I've got to
and
check that
then
out.
And then we were talking about, last but not least, we were talking about t-shirts.
Hmm.
Well, I sell t-shirts and tumblers, but I don't make t-shirts and tumblers. My girl, she makes t-shirts and tumblers.
Hmm.
She has a business on her side to do t-shirts and tumblers, but I promote her business where I have this because I talk about narcissism and life coaching, and I use this cup.
Hmm.
And people are like, well, what's this cup? I use it on my live. I drink, blah, blah, blah. When I take in breaks, listening to people talking when they're talking on my live. And they're like, oh, where's this cup? Oh, well, you can get this cup at Potato Creations. It's about right in my link.
Hmm.
And you go on my bio. Boom. You can get one. And not just this cup, but you can get any cup. And if you want to design any cup that you want, you can have it just like that. The t-shirt I'm wearing right here is designed everything I try all my lives to wear all Potatoes Creations t-shirts. My nonprofit organization, every voice needs to be heard
I love that.
because going out to the highways and byways and to the homeless camps and stuff and to people going through DV, domestic violence, um, SA, all that other stuff, they don't have a voice.
Hmm.
So I want to be a voice to the voiceless and be like, you do have a voice, you know. Tell your story, whether it be on TikTok or go to groups and tell your story about what happened to you. And
Make
don't be ashamed about whatever incident or whatever happened to you, whether DV, narcissistic abuse, or any type of there's so many different types of financial abuse to emotional to mental to even spiritual abuse. Some churches, believe it or
Yes.
not, they abuse people, you know, and so talk. And then when one person begins to talk, the other person's like, "Yeah, I'm not the only one. I have experienced this too as well. I've experienced these feelings too as well. I'm not the only person." So that helps out. And then this right here that I have on a mannequin, oops, that I'm going to show you
Hmm.
right here. That's my T-shirt, Healing Journey, Be the Light, with my name on it, if you can see it, and then Narcissistic Abuse Recovery. This is part of Potatoes Creations, but it's also part of my life coaching too as well. So
It's like a joint merger. I like that.
the name of my organization, the name of my TikTok, and what it's all about. Boom. That's how promotion right there. So it's like, oh, okay. Everything, even this light, that I use above me, TikTok light from the TikTok shop, or the stand that I put on from the TikTok shop put it on my phone to be able to talk. Boom.
I love it. I love it. See, and people don't know that. People don't think. Of course, they look at this as just a social platform, but it can be used in a positive manner. So let me ask you a couple of questions, brother.
Yes.
Would you, when you get these products, how how can I? Well, how? Which did you find more effective? What do you think is more effective if they were to do it? Do you think it's more effective to just get the product, do the unboxing? Because I did that before too, but do the unboxing of the product. Do you find that that helps uh, make sales,
No.
generate sales, or actually
Get the
using it?
product. Get the product. Use it for a couple days, and then talk about your experience in using it. Make a video about your experience about what the I do several videos. I do one product about this is what the product is about, and then I do one where it's like, okay, this is a hit song where it's going to go out to 10,000, on the FYP.
Hmm.
Here it is, and then I post the verbal words like this is what the product is, what it's about, and then I use it. And then when I'm on my live, I give a testimony about, hey, this is the product. I use this, and this is what it's done for me so far. It's perfectly worked great for me. It helped me. I lost, weight, or it helped me through my physical health. I have, vitamins too. Goli probiotics, 3-in-1 probiotics. So you get your pre and your post. So you get, both good, to get rid of bacteria that you don't need, but also promotes even good bacteria. Believe it or not, our body needs good bacteria to help fight infections and disease and other stuff. But this is great beginning for somebody that wants to start off bodybuilding or getting into holistics. Work on your gut health first because your digestive system is the most important. Even when I ask people, but sorry, I don't know how it says. Ask people in the gym when they lift weights. Hey, how many times do you go to the bathroom a day? Because your gut health is important. You record that
Hmm.
what your gut health is, because if you have poor gut health, you're not gonna build muscles fast. You're not gonna lose weight fast. Your metabolism's not gonna speed up. You have low inflammation, so you want to first start out having good gut health. One that anybody can use is a product that we don't get enough of, that because our food is packed with chemicals and GMO.
Facts. Yep.
Collagen.
Hmm.
Collagen. Our grandparents in their food got enough collagen. We don't get enough collagen. I used to take the collagen powder, but this one I found was called peptides, which goes, the peptides break it down into your cells, into your body, which goes, which goes into you. It's 600 milligrams. I take one a day, collagen, because we don't in the food that we eat, we don't get enough. Uh, this one to help me, I personally take the apple cider vinegar. Being in holistics, I used to use it with the taking in a spoon and
Oh
I don't
yeah,
like
that's
it.
rough. I tried
Very
that.
gross. You can get one. This one's sugar free, or you can get one that's with sugar with it. So people may say, sugar free. I don't like that. Lisa, but she likes the one with the sugar. So you get that. It helps get an apple cider vinegar again. speeds up your metabolism, lowers your inflammation, great for your gut health.
Man, I have those. I have those, but I don't take them. And so I really didn't even know why I was taking. You know what I mean? I just know my mom used to take.
Products for men, for bodybuilding. Hey, you're lifting weights. You not only need protein powder, but you also need, to build up. You get 40, 50 years old. What happens? Your testosterone goes down. Well, you need black maca, pepper. What's in there is L-carnitine, all the stuff to build a men's testosterone up for our health,
Hmm.
keeping it up. And to believe people think that building up the testosterone makes you angry, aggressive, more vicious. It doesn't.
Not really.
It
Yeah.
lowers your depression, gives you more energy to where it's like, I feel like doing stuff now. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
especially, even after with COVID or anything like that, that gave me fog in my mind, lowered my metabolism. I gained a lot of weight, ate less. Well, I don't know why I was gaining weight, but ate less. It lowered, you know, it helped. It did not, I want to say this, it did not get rid of, the disease, but
Hmm.
after the disease, you feel a little, even for a year or two, because it hits you, that COVID hits you really hard.
Right.
You feel lethargic. This right helped me get out of the brain fog, helped me get out of the lethargic. Building the because even when you even get sick in the flu, it lowers your inflammation. So you want to again, all this you want your inflammation to be up. I feel take this. I feel like I'm 20 years old again. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go.
that's important because a lot of the medicines we get from the pharmaceuticals, the big name pharmaceuticals, really aren't healthy for us. You know,
Yes,
so those products are definitely essential and healthy.
absolutely. So, anyways, I'm done. I think I showed everything. I'm done. So,
You
yeah,
good?
if
No, I love
anybody
it. I love it. I've learned a lot, and I appreciate it. I want.
wants to ask questions, you talked about how to get started. You just need 5,000 followers. You get in there, sell the products to your friends too, as well. People around you. Like I said, like with Lisa, I was like, hey, we live together. Hey, start using this product. Tell
Hmm.
me what you think about it. Give me your testimony a lot. So when I go live, it's like, see, not only when I took this product, the person that I live with took this product and it helps them too as well. Oh, okay. So you not only get one, you get okay, you get two people.
And then
That's
she
pretty
can
good.
go and tell people she talks to. You know.
Yeah, and tells people, hey, yeah, my man, he got this product and I've been using it and it works for me. And boom, then they come into your life. Hey, tell me, your girl was telling me about this product. Tell me about it. What is it? What's it all about?
Hmm. I love it. I love. So, can they get these products on your page from you?
Hmm. Anytime I'm on and I don't have to be on live to get it or on TikTok. I could be asleep. That's what I like about it. Making money while I'm still asleep.
Yeah, hey, isn't that a great thing?
I'm
That's a
asleep in
great thing.
bed. I'm not even thinking about selling the products. Let it sell itself. So you go in and you find where the shop button is, even on the bio page, profile page, and it goes through and it has a list of all the products that I have that I use. And even if it's not even in the video, it has a list of ad products that I use and be like, see, he promotes these products. Okay. I'm really thinking about trying to get this. Or I heard this. I heard this from somebody else.
Hmm.
I come on, I get online, and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I got this from you because I needed some aloe vera." Oh, okay. Wasn't even thinking about it or talking about it. Everyday use, everyday product that that people use all the time. So I tell people, it's like, well, find a product that's an everyday use. You know, everybody uses the product, not just a product that you like, because a product that you just like, for yourself, that you use just for yourself, you may, or just a little couple people might like it. Yeah, that's cool. But what's something that everybody uses? Everybody uses toilet paper.
Hmm.
That's
Hey, yeah, you can use that. That's a necessity.
an everyday use.
Yeah.
Everybody uses forks and spoons, plates, you know. Uh, You know, I forgot. I TikTok toothpaste.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
uses
I did that too.
sell toothpaste
Mhm.
on the TikTok shop. Mouthwash. I sell a mouthwash there too. I have it in the bathroom, but it's on my ad cart. But you can toothpaste, toothbrush. Everybody uses that. So it's like, oh, okay.
How do you add
I
products
use
that you
this. I
use to
use
your
this.
page?
Huh?
How do you add the product that you use? How do you add it to your page for people to order?
Oh, okay. I add it onto my page by when I get the product, it I click the button and it already adds it onto there. So then it views right on. It views right onto my profile.
Okay.
TikTok kind of does it. I mean, it does it all for you. I mean, to me, TikTok is ever since after. See, I start talking about COVID and I start coughing.
I know what you. All right, it's like get away.
but TikTok was the best thing after that's done, and how to use and monetize it, as well. And not everybody could not everybody could do battles. It's not everybody's thing. Not everybody has a show. Not everybody. But there's something that you use every single day that you can promote and sell.
I hope
That
y'all
your
are hearing
friends
me.
can that can promote and sell. You don't have to be a salesman. You know, you don't have to. I have very limited work experience in being a salesperson. It's I call it building a community. J.C. Penney's maybe sold this or that, whatever, in the mark in the mall, but you know,
And it worked.
but
It worked.
I'm
Hey,
not.
look, there's somebody in here. Her name was Butterfly 9198, I believe. And I wanted to tell her because she was saying there's some things that she went through as far as abuse. I don't know if she's still in here or not. I hope she is. But as far as abuse, please go and follow Be the Light Butterfly 90. I think it was 9198 or 9891.
98, 91. Hold on, I see it right now. 91, 98 with the red X. Yeah, yeah, I know her. We're friends.
Oh, you are okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope the other people who are in here that now you can view TikTok in different manner. He's given us a positive uh, perspective on how to use the platform, and like even if it's something that you have around your house that you use every day, hey, just go get it and just toy around with it, and then next thing you know, you could
We gotta make the positive on here on TikTok.
right.
It's just the way that the way that the world is. If there's if two people, if me and you are arguing on TikTok or debating, right, there'd be tens of thousands of people in the room. We like
Yes,
that
it would.
negative news.
Hmm.
But we try to develop people to be like, hey, no, 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 get the positive news, get the positive news into you. It's so we're so into bad things, bad things that happen, bad things around the community, speaking bad, and then we speak those things, and then what is that? That affects our emotions. That affects our emotional health. So when we start speaking positive things, even words of affirmation over ourselves, I believe I can do this. I know I can do this. I believe in myself. You'll start seeing positive things into your life. You know, just the way we speak, the way we talk, how we act, it all helps. It all helps to develop. But you don't. I mean, people. I've heard people. I can't do a TikTok shop. I'm not a salesman. I tried this. I tried that. I tried Amway. I tried. No, you don't. It's not a scheme. It's not a scam like all the others. It's not multi-level marketing. It's everyday stuff that you use that other people can that other people can use and be like, I use this, and this is what helped me. Toothpaste, tooth mouthwash, everyday use. People, yeah, make a video, sell it. If you use it, you can already talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I use it every day. This is this is how it worked for me. I
Hmm.
brush my teeth and it's whitened my teeth and made it whiter. You
Yes.
know,
Yes. You're right. You're right. I
it's
did
got
order
little
some from
cavities
here
and,
that does that.
and gingivitis, and not only that, but now when I do my shows and talk, I can smile more. I feel more better. I have more confidence about myself and who I am.
Hey, he giving y'all the game, boy. Y'all would be making notes. All right, look. Before I let you go, brother, do me a favor. Let everybody know the name of your company as well as your wife or girlfriend.
Why? Girlfriend.
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 Your girlfriend's company too, if you don't
Yes.
mind.
Pup Tato's Creation. It's on ESTY. You can hit the link up to my bio, get, tumblers like this, even personal tumblers, and you can get tumblers for your business too as well. You check out the website, she'll make tumblers for like products for like air conditioning companies, truck companies, um, different, people who may be promoting singers. We talk about, even bad rappers, in your life, but good rappers out there who want to make T-shirts, promote their, somebody who's a little Eminem or something. Be like, yeah, I do these little street battles, at the shelter in Detroit, but I want to promote, my record label and my name. Oh yeah, put it on a T-shirt. Put your brand on a T-shirt. I want to, promote my company or my lives or whatever, and have my name on a T-shirt. Oh, okay, there you go. Boom, put it. She can make. You can give her the design on there on the website. DM her the design. She'll make the design. If you want a design like this, and any type of design you want to design on a T-shirt like this, she'll make it, whatever it is. So put it together, and boom, delivered, packaged, Amazon, at your front door. You have it within 7 days, 6 7 days, business days.
Love it. And now your company.
Now JoJo, talking with JoJo, she has her own little Tumblr set,
Yeah,
uh,
she does.
and she has her T-shirt, purple T-shirt that she wears, and that's where she got it from, Potatoes Creations.
Mm, I didn't know that.
And so
I
you're gonna
never
get
knew
free
that.
T-shirt from Potatoes Creations too.
Shout out to talking with JoJo. Yeah, she's a great person as well.
Yeah,
You know. And you said
yeah.
your organization is named what?
Every voice needs to be heard. That's my business organization, my PayPal account name, and my nonprofit organization's name as well.
I
So
love it. I love it.
yeah,
Y'all, let's give it up for Be the Light.
and my nonprofit is,
Hold on. Okay.
and what I
Now,
do is like for the homeless, for vets, for anybody SAD, 80% of males that are on the streets are vets. We don't do a good job to help out our vets.
so
80
true. So true.
80 to 90% of women on the streets are victims of being domestic violence or some kind of abuse. And not only do they, and then the hard thing, hearing stories, I heard so many stories. The hard thing about it is they get out of a household that's DV, that's abused, but then they get into on the streets and they hook up with another bad guy who's an addict, and then they become an addict, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
a downward spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're so used to when you're so used to accustomed to a certain way, like negativity or positive, and we're in a direction. You're so used to something. A person, when you're so used to a toxic person, the next person you meet is a toxic person unless you begin to develop and change yourself and understand and learn the red flags and know how to vet a person, understand and ask the right questions and read a person well and see if somebody is legit and who they really say they are. Because not everybody who says what they are is what they are, what they try to
True.
sell to you. There's a lot of fake people, toxic people out there. And when you get used to the toxicity, you end up going into that. It's that whole cycle. You end up going into another cycle of toxicity, because you're so used to the toxic, it's like you get this toxicity, you're so used to the toxicity. And, even I use that as an example as food. Our food, we take so much toxic in our food. Like, for example, I used to drink sodas all the time. I quit drinking sodas 7 years. And then I go back to McDonald's and I'm like, so it doesn't taste the same
Mm-hmm.
because when you get rid of that toxicity, you're like, how did I used to like this?
Yeah,
It
you're
wasn't
right.
healthy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with people. Why did I hang around this individual or waste my time with this person?
Don't
They
we
weren't
got plenty
healthy
of
for me.
those?
They weren't developing me in who I was and who I am. They were tearing me down.
Uh-huh. I definitely can relate to that. But you're right though. You get so familiar with that feeling and complacent with that feeling that you find yourself gravitating to just that until you change state of mind, state of being, state of action.
Like people was like, they were talking like with what's her name, Cassie. You know, how could you stay with that with you know,
That
I
guy.
can't say his name alive. How could you stay with him? Because that's what she's used to, and listening to the lies from him. She's used to that. Anything different would be why is there peace?
Right. It's foreign, completely foreign. Hmm.
Yeah, it's foreign. So yeah, and I think Lisa Lee, type your name. She just came in here. She can verify about because we talked about her tumblers. If everybody was looking at and wanting to get a tumbler for their personal business, you know, hey, you got a TikTok shop, you got a
Hey, good
live.
morning, Lisa. There she is.
Create your own TikTok shop or live or business, whatever it is, venue, and be like, I need a tumbler for this, you know, any kind of air conditioning, like I said, like air conditioning business, they had like a Sharks air conditioning business, any kind of business. Create a tumbler, create a T-shirt, and write it and market it, and be like, oh, you know, even for somebody's life. Hey, this is my life. I do, I want a phoenix on my shirt. Oh, okay, yeah, put a phoenix there. Promote that to promote your lives and stuff. So as
Definitely
well,
got to build your brand. You're right on that. In order
yeah,
to be any kind of, you have to, right?
yes.
And I think that's what a lot of people tend to forget, that even the big companies that we have, they had to have some kind of logo or something that people became
Hmm.
familiar with seeing it so much, and it became repetitive seeing it. You see what I'm saying? And that's they built their brand basically. So that's what you have to
No,
do with
I'm
your
I'm
logo.
good at creating logos, and so is Lisa. She's good. If you don't like say, hey, I want my logo somewhere about this, send a picture, DM her. She'll come up with like, and I've done this. I created like the testimony for this T-shirt right here. I
Hmm.
created the name and the logo. I already had the brand. I already had the nonprofit organization, the name, and everything else. And then I just wanted to like this, but it was basic. But she added on the different colors, and I was like, okay, all right. And then the picture, and I was like, oh, better
She
than what
brought it to life for you. Yeah.
brought it to life.
Yeah.
Made it. Oh, okay. It was kind of dim. It needed some light to it. So I was like, oh, okay, perfect, great. She's
Well,
creative.
if we could pin her, by the way, in the live too, so people can go and follow her in case they need things for their companies or just hobbies or whatever, she can do it. She can do it.
Mhm.
So if one of
Yeah.
my moderators could pin her, that'd be great.
Truck driving, landscaping, all different types of truck driving, landscaping, you name it. Whatever it is that you doctor's office, dentist, even they have their organizations have certain names. And not only the certain names, but what about softball? Different
Yeah.
companies have softball teams. They want
Hmm.
t-shirts. Say, oh, you made a t-shirt for my company. Our company also has a softball tournament. Can you create a logo for that for a softball tournament or for anything? You
Yeah.
know?
Set sail from there. You're right. You're right. It's again, it's just advertising. When you do that and you have your product or your work out there, because like I said before, because you, as you know, of course, I do shirts as well,
Mhm.
and that's what I was saying. Be the like, I get a gratification out of going to my old high school football games and seeing fans in the stand wearing shirts that I'm seeing looking like, yo, I made that. I remember the night I made that shirt, or how I came up with that design. I knew what inspired, but that's the gratification of it. Like
You want to
getting,
see other people wear it. Hmm.
yes, yes, exactly. And now like I have one that I'm making now. Her son played quarterback for the high school that I went to. but now
Hmm.
he's in college. He's a quarterback at William and Mary up in Virginia.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because of the work that I done when her son was here, even in Virginia, she's ordering shirts now. Like you get what I'm saying? So it's about building your
You
brand,
want to see people
getting it
use
out
your
there.
brand, use your stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
And and it's like, hey, yeah, yeah, they're proud to wear the logo, but you created the logo.
Yeah, it's
You
your
know?
mind, and there's no, and that's the thing. There's no right or wrong. I love it because it comes from here. You know, I love it.
Absolutely.
I
All
love it.
right.
I
I want the
appreciate you
hard
coming
questions.
on
Here's
there.
the hard questions. How do you start a TikTok shop? You get 5,000 people, you do it, you add on to it. You know where you go to your balance and stuff. You same thing where you get your creative rewards or it's all it makes a list. It's all on there. And there are lives that teach people, hey, you want to start your TikTok shop? Do this. You
Hmm.
start it off because they have a TikTok shop and they want other people to come in and get a TikTok shop too as well. And they do that because when you have a TikTok when I have a TikTok shop and somebody else who's a friend of mine has a TikTok shop,
Hmm.
it enhances and then more people hear about TikTok. A lot of people didn't know. I was on this app for a couple months. I didn't even know about a TikTok shop. Like, what are you talking about a TikTok? You mean you can? And then and then I went to a live and somebody was in a live and they were just talking about and they were showing spinning around and talking about the. I was like, oh wait a minute, if they can do that, I can do
Right, right.
that.
I have to give mine to Gym Rat, Jen
Yeah.
Gym Rat. She helped me doing that in the beginning. I got to get back in the program. But I will.
She helps, yes.
Yeah,
And I know her. She helps, and she has a follow for Follow Live too.
yeah,
So when you
yeah.
get in there, if you don't have 5,000 people, you go into Jen. Uh, I think did she drop out the gym ran out of her name? But if you go into her room, you see so many multiple people. Go in there, tap the screen, give her a gift, a rose. She'll call out your name, pin it, and all of a sudden you're like, "How do I get 5,000 followers?" But all of a sudden that day you're like, "Oh my gosh, I got 10, 15, 20 different people."
Yes.
It starts off small, but it builds up, and it's just like anything, to monetize. When you do a live, it starts small, but then your group and your subscriptions build up as
Right,
well.
right.
And you do a shop, it's like, okay, and some people, what they do is like, they'll get into a TikTok shop and it's like, yeah, but I only made $20 this week. Yeah, that's your goal.
Hmm.
That's your small step goal. You made $20 this week. Next week, make 40.
Right,
Next week,
right.
make 80. You know, next week, make 100, 120. 200 and three until you get up to 1,000, and then you're like, okay, good. Now I have $1,000 of residual income that I built for myself as
Exactly.
well.
You're gonna crawl before you walk. You've got to crawl before you walk. You
Yeah,
know, you can't come in and
absolutely.
thinking that you're gonna hit that $1,000 off. It, we, and that's the main thing we want people to understand. Like talking with JoJo. There you go. Welcome in. We
Yeah,
just mentioned you a few minutes ago. But you have to just build up and be patient, right?
hmm
I remember when I first started doing this thing, man, and I think I'm no lie, no lie. I think it's like 8 cents, but
makes sense.
you know. But the thing about it is, you stick with it, and I tell you something else that people have to do is they have to stay on it. It's a grind. You do got to stay on. You got to be true to yourself. You're right. You got to put in order to get out.
Exactly,
Right. So
exactly.
and that's my
Just
advice
like,
to everyone.
and just like anything in life, even the guy, Walmart, Sam World, you know, it didn't he didn't make a living doing it the first 2 or 3 years doing it. He had something else that he was doing, but then as it built up, it's like, okay, now that it's built up, I get this residual income, 1,000 a month. Now, okay, now how can I build it up even more? Now I can focus on building up
Mm-hmm.
even more. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, build it up to even more. But yeah,
Right.
but
You are so
whatever
right.
situation, it is,
Hey, you talking with JoJo?
whatever situation, anything in life, you don't go to the. I'm not going to go to the gym and in 1 week look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not going to happen.
Right.
It takes years to do, years to develop, years to build.
Hmm. It's a
Yeah.
process, and you have to be committed to the journey. You have to trust the process. And you have to be committed for sure. You
Hmm.
know, I think it's I love it though because of again shout out to Jim Rat Jen for she did help me reach and understand she done it before on my original platform, but then they shut that down, and she's helped me now. You see what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
but like she was saying, she like you said, she would get on here, she would pin you send gifts, or when I she'll pin your comments, she'll talk about you, speak on your description, and say go and scoop them up. Like I mean, to me,
You look like ice cream.
yeah, scoop them up like ice cream, and I love her for that. But like, it was her energy, it was her vibe that it brought me back into her lives and kept coming to her lives. Like, and there was a moment where I lost contact with her, but then when I found, and I believe it was in your live actually, I saw her, and I went and followed her again because, like I said, this is another one, another account. But so I had to go and follow her again. But even in the gym, she takes time to uplift people, and it's just that energy. I think we need to put more of that too. The energy is such, and I said this when we were introducing you. It's just something about the humanity that you guys have. It's about helping people, and see that's what I stand for. I want to help. I want to help everybody, and I'm gonna be honest. If I get to a point where I can't help, that bothers me. If I know somebody's in need and I can't help, that's gonna stick with me here.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, if we could get more people like that, this platform would be so much better.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's the thing. People think that tearing other people down is will help build them up. It doesn't. It's building other people up that's going to help build you up.
yes,
Because the person that you help, you don't know if they're going to turn around when you need help later on. You don't know if they're going to turn around to help you later on. You
hmm
know, there was a person on here that when I came on here was just kind of goofing off, and there was like, I don't know how to do a battle. It's like a battle. Oh, this is how you do a battle. The buttons. I don't understand how to work these things. Oh, just go like here, click here. This is how. Oh, okay, great. Now she does battles. She's great at doing battles. Great.
yeah,
Battles
look,
is not so. I like to do it sometimes for fun, but I know deep down inside it's not my niche. You know,
yeah, yeah. I don't know how to
it's not
do it either.
something.
So
It's not. So, it's not who I am as a person, as an individual. I
hmm
just do it to goof off. But just like sometimes when you're at work and then you want an hour, 15, 20 minutes to goof off. You goof
you
off.
do that.
But but showed her how to do that. But I was doing the TikTok shops. Now all of a sudden she does battles. She's really good at it, but she's also really good at doing the TikTok shops. And there was stuff that I didn't know, and she came into my live 2 weeks ago and started telling me stuff and dropping gems on me, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah, you're right about that, yeah, because sometimes they change the rules, and it's like, oh, I'll help you with that, let me do that, and it's like, oh, let me help you to develop and help you to help for you, help to grow,
Take out her shop.
help for your shop to grow. And then I
Right.
did what she said, and then boom, it worked. It helped grow a little bit. I was
See,
like, okay. It's like, thank you for that. And it's like, I helped her, but then she turned around 2 years later and helped me with
look at
it.
that. Look, that's another thing. That's another. I'm glad you brought that up, brother, because that's another thing. When you pay it forward, you never know when that blessing is going to come back to you and how it's going to come back to you. And so
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's important.
Hmm. Surround people. Go where you go. Don't go where you're tolerated. Go where you're celebrated.
Ooh, well, I see another shirt coming on. I like that, man. You should put that on the shirt, really.
You
You should put that on the shirt.
hear
Lisa,
that, Lisa?
my man's need that on the shirt. Yo, that's real spill right there. That's true though. That's true. You have to like, and again, we create a community like that, man. We would be, and pardon my language, TikTok, but if we create a community just like that, we would be unfuckwittable. You know, nobody could beat that because that's exactly what they want us to go against. You,
Hmm.
you can even on TV. What was it? I don't even know if it's still a station anymore or whatnot. But Zeus Network, I think that was the name of it. They got
Hmm.
big off people acting ratchet, fighting and stuff like that. All the people were tuning into it. Listen, let's go against that grain because that's exactly
Hmm.
what they don't want is for us to unite.
Hmm.
You know, once we
It,
once we figure out that we're stronger together than we are
mhm.
separate.
And that's the toxicity. That's the toxicity of people. You know,
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
how you talk about how can you tell if somebody's toxic or a
Thank
toxic
you.
individual
Yeah,
because a toxic person doesn't want to see you succeed.
right. It's a crab
You
in a
know,
pot for
doesn't
sure.
want to see you is jealous of your limelight, your
Hmm.
light,
Yeah,
right?
and I don't understand because
And a
but
healthy person will celebrate their light with your light with them.
right, they want to see you do better.
They
It's like
want
you
to see
want to
you.
see them do better.
Yeah, if you succeed, I succeed because you
Exactly,
succeed.
exactly. Be the light. Be the light. I appreciate you being my guest, brother. You doing the live today?
I'm not doing a live today. I'm taking a break and trying to make some more decisions, personal decisions in my life. Um, but I will be back. Come take a break, and however, I don't know how long the break will be, whether it be a month, a couple of weeks, a month, 2, 3 months. But when I come back, I'll come back even more strong after my break. So
Hey, take all the time you need, brother, because we need
yeah,
you. We need you on the front line.
yeah.
You know, I appreciate your time, brother, and I appreciate the jewels that you shared with us and with my viewers as well.
Hmm.
All right. And when you do come back, make sure you let us know so we can come follow you on your live. You know I'll be there, but everybody else in here. Let's give it
Yeah,
up for Be the Light. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah.
I enjoy the rest of your day.
And if anybody wants to know, DM me and I'll ask any questions. And if I don't know, because I don't know everything, but I can go to somebody who might know, an expert in the shop who might know, that I ask them and they can ask me. I do have a group where it's called the TikTok Shop group. And so it's all people that have TikTok shops. So if, you want to go in that group and they can tell you and teach you, different stuff that what will work for you. But you don't know what to sell. First thing, find out who you are. If you're an auto mechanic, sell auto mechanic stuff. If you're a bodybuilder, sell bodybuilding stuff.
Nice.
You're a t-shirt maker, tumbler maker, sell logos on there. Sell your stuff, your arts and craft, whatever it is, whatever your talent, develop your talent. Develop, know who you are, know your purpose, and what drives you, and what you like, you know.
Love it.
So,
I love it. You're right, brother. All right. Well, you take care, brother. Thank you so much.
all right, all right, you
All right.
too.
That guy, I'm telling you, his energy, man, is I. You know, you meet those people who you meet them and they're just so genuine and so wholesome, and they have so much compassion in them that it makes you like. I wish I lived near him so we could just go hang out, man. You know, like because Be the Light, and it's plenty more on here. Be the Light, talking with JoJo, Jenny, uh, 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 I'm about to call her name, but Pink Tech, and several other people, but on here, I don't want to leave nobody out, but it's important to surround yourself with those kind of people, and because they harbor this thing about them that makes you want to be around them all the time. Like even it doesn't matter what's going wrong in your life. If you're around them, they make it better. And that's the people I like to surround myself with, and it's also the type of person I would like to be. So, Marie, hey bestie, how you doing? That's the kind of person I like to be. So I like these people doing it. Like I said when I introduced Be the Light, and again, give it up to him, man. Like he's like that friend that you need when you start this new school. and you know nobody, he's that friend that you want. He's gonna walk you to class. He's gonna stand up for you. He's got your back. He's gonna make your day go a lot smoother because he's so funny and but yet he's genuine and don't play and he cares. So that's how I feel about him, man. Like and man, it's an honor to have him on here. And I hope you all took what he was saying when it comes to doing the TikTok shop. Um, Even if you feel like you can't do it, like he said, get things around your house, just everyday things that you use, get around your house, and just practice doing that, and then you can come on here and do the same thing. Like he's not afraid to go back and help, and I think when people do that, that only benefits them going forward because it puts them in a position to receive blessings as well. Because I said it before and I say it again, it's the one thing that I'm just starting to read. I know I'm late, I'm a late bloomer, but that's one thing I've learned from reading the good book. God is heavy on that love, and He does display that. Be the light displays that. He doesn't care. I see. It's just like we got a lot of similarities. I see in him that it doesn't matter the hour. If you need him, if you're going through something and you need somebody to talk to, he's there. And that's how I look. If you need me or you need to talk or you just got something, man, listen, I have no qualms with sending you uh, my number and we can text back and forth. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm a texter. I don't really talk on the phone like that, but I'm a texter, right? So, but I'm available just because I want people. Listen, I don't want to get religious on here, but I'm just gonna let you know that. Just know that there is another life. There is another world that we will all go to after this. Problem is, I want to be in the good world, right? So I want to, I want to come up. I want to go up on that first, when the first heap go up. So what we do here can affect where we go in that next life and the things that we do in that next lifetime, right? So, and it's free to care. I always say that it's free to care. So that's what I'm about. All right. Listen, I'm going to end the live now, but look, what time is it? It's 11:11. Let me go. I want to grab some things to eat. I want to get Rudy something to eat, and then sorry, and then we're gonna come back. We'll come back here. All right. I'm gonna do another show. All right. We're gonna do another show, and that'll be the hashtag I'm gonna say it show. All right. Thank you all for joining me. Peace and blessings. And let's give B the light a round of applause. All right. See you all in about, 45 minutes. All right.